Lightning Lee McGregor, we're here at EAS. You've been catching up with the young team. I was
Yep.
speaking to Cara and Rio there. You're also getting support for EAS as they do. They were saying how much it means to them to just be around you and to look at what you're doing with your career and just getting ideas and then doing some training sessions. What's that been like for you?
It's been brilliant. Obviously, sure. Everyone at EAS has been brilliant since we linked up. Massive help to me, getting me ready and helping me be prepared for this biggest fight that I've got coming up in my life on December 21st. You talk about young Rio and Cara here as well. I see myself. That's where I was all these years ago, up and coming amateurs, and it's just amazing, brilliant for EAS to be supporting and backing young fighters like that. Also myself on the bigger stage, and it's good that we can all link up and share our thoughts, and I can pass on some advice to the younger fighters and that as well. So it's it's nice. It's a good little catch up.
So I seen you at your last fight. When was that? September?
October, yep.
Um, and although it was kind of like a comeback, like people that follow your career, we know how difficult it can be to get bouts and to follow that journey. But it was a big statement you made, and to sort of propel you to bigger and better things. But with Riyadh, this is where I think, like, as not just a boxer but an ambassador of the sport, this is where you need to be. How difficult has it been to get there and to get back on your feet and to get into that big arena?
No, I'm going to be honest, it's been really difficult, really, really hard. There was times when I was questioning myself and thinking, is it even worth it anymore, to have the success that I'd had, and everything sort of just kind of half falling away in front of your eyes, nothing happening, no opportunities, knowing how good you are, but just knowing it's just nothing's happening. It's frustrating, but something. And again, I can turn around and say, "Oh, I believed it would all work out," but I was losing hope and I was losing belief. But there was someone there. There was someone that made me keep going to the gym. There was someone that made me keep looking after myself, and that's what I'd done. I just kept chipping away in the background myself. I was going to the gym sometimes myself, and just trying my very best to just try and stay as positive as possible. Had good people around me, and it's paid off. I'm now getting ready to. I'm 3 weeks out from the biggest event in the world and the biggest stage possible, and I'm gonna grasp this opportunity with both hands.
Um, so your journey when you're younger, and I was just sometimes I see pictures and I'm like, oh, there's Lee McGregor, and he's like representing Scotland here, there, and everywhere, and you're like, you were involved in the sport back then for maybe different reasons. Now you do have a family, you've got that sort of, maybe no weight, but that responsibility on your shoulders, as well. Does the reasons you're involved in boxing change, or do you just love to be in there and get? I mean, I see you preparing for the
Yeah.
fights. I see how buzzing you are when you get in the ring. You do put on a show. Fans love watching you. But is you still get that passion that you had a way back?
Yeah, no, it's good question, a good point that you mentioned. It's like I love boxing. I love the sport. Done it from such a young age. Travelled all over the world as an amateur. Boxed for GB many times. Done it all as an amateur. For free, because I loved it, which I still do. Love it just as much, but at the same time, the more you're in it, and the longer you're in the game, the more you realise that, especially when, like you say, you've got families. Boxing has changed my life. I've managed to buy my family home. I've managed to buy nice cars. I've managed to do really well through boxing, and set myself up. Hopefully, the plan was and the way it was going was an amazing future, which started making me question it back in 22, 23, when lockdown and all that came about, and I got through it and became European champion, and then things started going downhill, and then there was a little bounce back, and it's all ups and downs in this game, but the one thing that doesn't stop is family relying on you, and bills, and houses, and I managed to buy these things through boxing, but they don't stop, like I said. So again, without the backing of sponsors, like all the guys, P&D Scaffolding, been with since our amateur days, Wood Resurfacing and Utilities, St Andrews Timber, Carline Sport just came on board, and obviously EAS, Stuart as well. Without these guys, I wouldn't be able to continue trying to achieve what I'm trying to achieve. So grateful to them. But yeah, to answer the question, I still love this sport, and again, gonna change my life again in December and move on to even bigger and better things. So it's definitely all going to be worth it.
And the last time I spoke to you, we sort of had a chat. It wasn't cameras or nothing, it was just us having a chat where I was saying I think Scotland needs that sort of ambassador for these young boxers. I travel around the country, I speak to young boxers, and your name pops up a lot. These young people saying, "Oh, I want to be like that. I want to like achieve." You were, I think some boxers down south are stealing your accolades. You were the fastest at achieving so much so quickly in your career. And for young boxers that I meet, to be able to look up to something and go, "I want to be like this guy." Is there a pressure that comes with that, or do you just take it as part and parcel of being a sort of leader in the sport?
I feel like I am starting to take it and get used to it a little bit now. But it honestly just feels like yesterday that was me.
Yeah.
And now it's like just shows you that time goes so quick. And again, I feel like boxing has changed my life. So, and I was in, like I said, the position of these young kids, which feels like yesterday. So, and I remember guys that I looked up to, like Josh Taylor and stuff, were the same. They gave me time, they gave me advice, and that's the exact same goes for me. You know, I enjoy it, and I have big plans for the future. Even after I finish my career, you know, I want to still be involved in boxing for a long time, and I think Scottish boxing is just going to keep getting better, bigger, and yeah, the future is bright. Obviously, I've got my own career to focus on, and I want to become world champion and keep doing big things for Scottish boxing. But I'll not be finished. I'll be coming back. I want to, like I say, huge plans. I want to get my own gym in Edinburgh. I want to hopefully make the next Lee McGregor, and have all these young kids looking up to me and stuff. And that's what I want, and I want to inspire them. And what better way to do it than coming back, finishing your career off world champion, and then making the next one. But still plenty of time. Left.
You're right, man. And we're here for that journey.
Nice one. Cheers, mate.
Right, Lee McGregor, thank you so much.
All good.
Cheers,
mate.
The winner by TKO, he's back. Edinburgh's